All right, so for this demo, I'm going to show a couple of internal workings of local memory. So a few people have asked, where does local memory store its content? And so if you open up your terminal, you'll be able to go to home, and then there's a hidden folder called .local memory. So on there, you'll see lots of things. So mine's going to be slightly different than yours, but the things that will be in common will be config.yaml, as well as the daemon log, your license key, local memory, process ID, Qdrant log, and then unified memories. So probably the most important file besides the actual memory database in here is going to be the config file. So let's just take a look at it real quick. So in here, you'll see there's lots of cool things. So first thing you'll notice is the path to the database, which is here. The backup every 24 hours, 7 backups. And then your Ollama configuration. This is where you can make changes. So I'm using Gwyn 2.53b. If you have a preferred chat model, you can change that. You want to be careful and only select a model that is fairly modern and is capable of tool use and returning proper JSON. And I noticed there's some models that have a tough time with that. There's also a Qdrant configuration, so wouldn't necessarily change much here, but if you are familiar with Qdrant, you can make changes and edits here. As well as some people run Qdrant inside of Docker container, so you can do that. If you so chose, but just for kind of straightforward setup, everything's in the local memory folder. You also have your logging information, your performance configuration. I wouldn't change much here. Security configuration, as well as the AI configuration. So max context memories, in terms of like what gets returned. That's kind of the basics. The REST API is here. So if you wanted to change your port from 3002, you can do that. If you have a different name for your local host, you can change that as well. And then you also have session information, setup config, and then your license information. Wouldn't necessarily change a lot of things here. Like, you can play around with your port for your REST API. You might want to do some experimentation with Qdrant if you're so want to do that, as well as your chat model. I wouldn't necessarily change anything here unless you are fairly confident that you won't break anything. I would also, like, some people have said they wanted to change the database or maybe change the location. This is where you can do it right here. All right, so if you have a home server, you don't necessarily want to put your database on your home laptop. You can try and do it. I haven't necessarily tested it. That is something you could try if you want to. Love to hear from folks that are exploring that path. So again, check us out, localmemory.co. Join the Discord community. Let us know if you are experimenting with any changes to your configuration. I'd love to hear how people are doing it. Thank you.